Crashing your drone is expensive, but learning to fly one doesn't have to be. Whether you're just getting started with drones or you're looking to improve your skills, DJI has released a free simulator that lets you practice with no risk, that allows you to practice flying in a virtual environment. You can use it to learn the controls from scratch, practice more advanced maneuvers, or even test out features that you might not just feel ready to use on a real drone yet. And the best part is that it's completely free. In this video, I'll be showing you how to use this simulator and also why you should give it a try. Let's jump right in. You can use the simulator directly on DJI controllers that have a built-in screen, or if you're using a standard controller, you can simply download the app onto your phone and connect it that way. To find the app, simply open the classic DJI Fly app and on the main dashboard, press on DJI Simulator. If it doesn't appear for you, make sure you're running the latest version of DJI Fly. Once you've got everything set up and opened the app for the first time, you'll be asked which drone model you'd like to fly. At the moment, there are a few different options available, including DJI Air 3S, DJI Mini 5 Pro, and the DJI Lito 1 and X1. Personally, I'm going to be using the Mini 5 Pro throughout this video, but overall the experience is quite similar regardless of which model you choose. Now, when you get into the simulator, you'll notice that there are two main sections. The first is called Basic Courses, and the second is Immersive Flight. Let's start with the basic courses because this is probably where most people are going to begin. The first course is essentially a guided tutorial that walks you through the fundamentals of drone flight. It teaches you things like taking off, hovering, controlling altitude, and moving the drone around using the control sticks. What's nice is that it doesn't just throw you into a huge environment and expect you to know what you're doing. Instead, it gives you small tasks to complete step by step, using the actual controller inputs so that everything feels familiar when you eventually fly a real drone. Now, I'm not going to go through every single lesson because honestly that's half the fun of you trying it, but you'll get the opportunities to practice basic flying, navigation, and even features like return to home. It's actually quite useful because it allows you to see exactly how these systems work without having to send a real drone up into the air. The next course focuses on obstacle avoidance, which is one of the most important safety features on modern DJI drones. Before you start flying, the simulator shows you a short demonstration of how the system works, and then it lets you test it for yourself. The challenge presented is fairly simple. You'll need to fly through a series of floating rings while avoiding obstacles along the way. It sounds quite easy, but it's actually a great way to understand how the drone reacts when it encounters objects in its path. And because it's all virtual, you can experiment as much as you want without worrying about damaging anything. As you progress through the later courses, things start to become a bit more interesting. You're going to get access to stage challenges that test everything you've learned so far, and you're also going to be introduced to some of DJI's more advanced features such as QuickShots and Mastershots. These are features that a lot of people own but never really fully understand, so having a place where you can safely experiment with them is actually really useful. But while the tutorials are great, I think the most interesting part of the simulator, and definitely the most fun, is the Immersive Flight section. Here you're given complete freedom to fly around virtual environments and really explore what the drone can do. There are currently 5 different locations available, and you can download whichever ones you want directly from within the app. Each environment feels quite different, and some are definitely more challenging than others. Let's take a look at a few of them. One thing that immediately stood out to me when I first tried this simulator was just how realistic it felt. The drone responds very similarly to how a real DJI drone behaves, and most of the features you'd expect to use during a real flight are available here as well. You can use QuickShots, Mastershots, intelligent flight modes, and a surprising number of the camera controls. Because of that, I don't think this simulator is only aimed at beginners. Experienced pilots can actually get a lot out of it too. If you're trying to learn a new cinematic movement, practice smooth orbit shots, or test how certain features behave before you use them in the real world, this gives you a completely risk-free environment to do exactly that. You can also switch between Cine, normal and sport mode just how you would on a real drone. That's actually one of my favourite things because it allows you to experience how dramatically the drone's handling changes between flight modes. And of course, one of the biggest advantages of flying virtually is that you can try things you probably wouldn't risk doing with an actual drone. If you mistake and fly into a tree, a building, or some other obstacle, the drone will actually crash. You'll see the collision warning appear and the drone will fall just like it would in real life. What's even more amazing is that after the crash, you're able to replay the entire incident from a third-person perspective. It's a surprisingly useful feature because it helps you understand exactly what went wrong. Maybe you misjudged a gap, maybe you were traveling too fast, or maybe you simply weren't paying attention. Either way, being able to review those mistakes is a great way to improve your flying skills. Another feature I really enjoyed testing was Return to Home. In some of the larger maps, you can activate Return to Home and watch how the drone navigates around obstacles as it makes its way back to the home point. It's actually quite interesting to see the decision-making process happen in real time, especially if you've never really paid attention to it during actual flights. And it doesn't stop there. You also have access to many of the flight settings through the familiar 3-dot menu in the top right corner. This means that you can explore settings, experiment with different configurations, and get comfortable navigating DJI menus before you're ever out in the field. Even the camera settings are available in the simulator. You can adjust things like shutter speed and ISO and immediately see how those changes affect the image. For anyone trying to learn drone photography or videography, that's a really valuable feature because it gives you a chance to understand camera settings with no pressure. Admittedly, it's not the most accurate, but it's good enough to get a sense of how each factor changes the video. There are also plenty of smaller details that make the simulator even more comparable to the real drone flight experience. One thing I specifically tested was the obstacle avoidance around buildings. I flew the drone directly towards the side of a large building to see what would happen, and just like on a real DJI drone with obstacle sensing enabled, the drone slowed down as it approached the structure and eventually stopped before making contact. It was actually a great demonstration of how the sensors work because you can clearly see the drone reacting to the obstacle and preventing collision. And of course, in sport mode, the obstacle avoidance is turned off. Another thing is that the compass is visible in the bottom left corner and you can clearly see the drone's tilt angle represented by a green line. It might seem like a small thing, but it actually helps you understand how the drone moves and responds to the inputs. You can also use Vision Assist, which lets you see the live view feeds from the obstacle avoidance sensors. This gives you a much better understanding of what the drone is detecting around it and how those sensors contribute to safe flight. On top of that, you're able to view your flight path on a map, which can be really useful when learning orientation and understanding where the drone is positioned relative to the home point. Overall, I think DJI has done a fantastic job with the simulator. It's genuinely useful for complete beginners who want to learn the basics, but it's also detailed enough that experienced pilots can use it to practice new techniques and experiment with features in a completely safe environment. There are still a few things that I'd like to see added in future updates, and it definitely feels like DJI has room to expand this simulator even further, but it's already very impressive. I'd love to know what you think about the simulator down below in the comments. Is this something you'll be using, or have you already tried it out? And if you enjoy drone tutorials, flying tips, and DJI tricks that help you get more out of your drone flights, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. That's it for today, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.